Hi boys and girls, this is my special video for you. I hope you enjoy it. I have to tell you I'm a little nervous. Let me tell you what's going to happen during this video. I don't know if you remember, some of you may. We'd read books to you in the classroom, and there was always one book that I told you I would never read. And that book is Oh Say, Can You Say? You may remember why I don't read it, but I don't know if your parents know why I don't read it. When I was growing up, I had a speech impediment. I couldn't speak right. I stuttered and I couldn't say certain sounds. So I went to speech class for a couple years when I was in school. And because of that, I'm not good at tongue twisters. In fact, really, really bad at them. So it's one book I never read. It made me feel uncomfortable. I kind of talk like this, like I couldn't get it out. My brain couldn't process it quick enough. So I never read it. I decided I wanted to read it to you guys because you, all 19 of you, have inspired me. We said goodbye to you on March 12th and didn't know what was going to happen. And come the 16th, that Monday, you were right in it. We were posting videos, we started Zoom classes, we'd send you stuff, and you were right there and you were doing it. And did we all have our times where we didn't want to do it? Yes, even me. There were bad days here where I had a kid crying, or maybe I was crying because I was frustrated. I know that you guys have all had days that you were frustrated. But you did it. You kept showing up and you kept doing your work and you kept working so hard and so hard. And now you're finished. Now you're too smart for kindergarten. That's what happens. And I'm so proud of you. So you inspired me. So I wanted to do something that I had never done. I've never read this book to any other class of mine. I have never read this book to my own children. So that tells you how excited I am. And again, still a little nervous. So we're going to get started. Oh, say, can you say? And the answer is not well. Said a book reading parrot named Huey. The words in this book are all phooey. When you say them, your lips will make slips and backflips, and your tongue may end up in St. Louis. Fresh, fresher, freshest. Oh, I'll show you the picture first. Do you like fresh fish? It's just fine at Finny's Diner. Finny also has some fresher fish that's fresher and much finer. But his best fish is his freshest fish, and Finny says with pride that the finest fish at Finny's is my freshest fish, French fried. So, don't order the fresh or the fresher fish at Finny's. If you're wise, you'll say, fetch me the finest, French fried, freshest fish that Finny fries. Show it to you again. It's getting harder. Din's shin. We have a dinosaur named Din. Din's thin. Din doesn't have much skin, and the bones fall out of his left front shin. Then we have to call Pinner Blin, who comes with his handy shin pin bin. With a thin bin shin bone pin, Blin pins Din's shin bones right back in. I'm okay. Bed spreader, bread spreader. Bed spreaders spread spreads on beds. Bread spreaders spread butters on breads. And that bed spreader better watch out how he's spreading, or that bread spreader's sure going to butter his bedding. Now look, see, make sure you see the whole picture. That wasn't too bad. This one's not too bad either. I've been practicing a lot. Ape cakes, grape cakes. As he gobbled the cakes on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, "The greener green grapes are, The keener keen apes are to gobble green grape cakes. They're great. Are you having trouble in saying this stuff? It's really quite easy for me. I just look in the mirror and see what I say, and then I just say what I see. Now let's talk about monkeys. You should leave your grox home when you travel by air. If you take him along, they'll charge double the fare. And your grox must be packed and locked up in a grox box, which costs much, much more than a little old fox box. So it's heaps a lot cheaper to fly with your foxes than waste all the money on boxes for groxes. And if you think, and what do you think costs more? A simple thimble or a single shingle? A simple thimble could cost less than a single shingle would, I guess. So I think that the single shingle should cost more than the simple thimble would. Make sure I could just do that. There we go. Okay. Eat at Skipper's Zips. If you like to eat potato chips and chew pork chops on clipper ships, I suggest that you chew a few chips and a chop at Skipper Zips Clipper Ship Chip Chop Shop. And if your tongue is getting queasy, don't give up. The next one's easy. I don't think it's going to be easy, do you? I don't think so. There are so many things that you really should know, and that's why I'm bothering to telling you so. You should know the first names of the Fudd Nuddler brothers, who like to pile on each of the heads of the others. If you start at the top, there is Bipper and Bud, and Skipper and Jipper, and Jeffrey and Judd, Horatio, Horace, and Hendrix and Hud, and then comes Dinwoody and Dinty and Dud. Also Fitzsimon and Frederick and Fudd, and Slinky and Stinky and Stewart and Stud. And down at the bottom is poor little Lud. But if Lud ever sneezes, his name will be Mud. There you go. I know, it's a lot.